all know a guy who only occasionally shaves for big occasions, and it's because that occasional shave really hurts. It's the time of year for big occasions, and yet there he is, suffering with that cheap drugstore razor. Let's help him out. Henson Shaving's line of razors, built with aerospace precision, deliver a smooth shave your dad, brother, and even son can enjoy, eventually. With replacement blades just 10 cents each, you'll buy it once and they'll use it for life. How's that for the perfect gift? Celebrate with 100 free blades on your first purchase, and no subscription headaches. HensonShaving.com/holiday.
J360 Radio.
Hey, what's going on, J360 Legion, and welcome to a J360 Mini Bite hosted by J.M. Brady. And I am your host, J.M. Brady. Hey, how's it going, y'all? You know, it's a very interesting time we live in, huh? So, how do we go, man? Like, where exactly did we lose control here? Let's see. First, we had the virus that will never leave us alone. Then we had racism pop up. Even though racism never went anywhere, but of course, you know, we have Black Lives Matter, and people are not doing right by that either. And slowly but surely, the romantic side is dying down, but the fight still goes on regarding that too. And now there's a bit of an issue going on in the Middle East again. Actually, it's not even a bit of an issue. It's the same old problem. Another explosion happened on the other side of Lebanon today. Man, you know, honestly, we don't have time for it. Not anymore. Come on, man. Just not right now. I mean, you got too many messes to clean up. And I mean, that's not over here over the home front, man. I mean, we still got problems beyond problems over here. And now that's going on. I knew there would be something else just around the corner waiting to happen. Where do we go from here? And then you hear old boy goes up on the podium, and he pretty much says it is what it is. This isn't that kind of moment, man. You know, when you go for a job, and you know, honestly, you're not qualified for it, or you're not going to attempt to do it right, you gotta go. And this is where some people are always like, oh, you know, we gotta vote, but we can't vote because we got COVID. I don't even care about COVID anymore, man. You know, the thing about it is I gotta make this life livable. Like, I can't wait until a good day comes up. I have to do things now. Or I at least have to put things in the planning stages now and just have to be smart and tactful for the rest of my days. Because, you see, one way or another, this virus is a problem, yes. We're always looking for a solution. We're always looking for a treatment, but don't always go for the quick solution, you know? Handle this correctly. But when it gets right down to it, though, I can't just let it be a blight on my life, man. I gotta live. I gotta do things. I gotta make moves. I got so many plans in the woodwork that need to be taken care of, and it's not gonna get taken care of by sitting on the sidelines. And sitting there waiting for the powers that be to get it together. Hell, they didn't get it together for the last 4 years. Ugh, I'm disgusted, man. Let alone the conflicts that are happening on the other side of the world. I mean, and then of course, you know, everybody's going to be running around saying, pray for Lebanon. But, you know, this is what I always say. Take some time, save some time, and pray for the world. World needs it. World needs one hell of a treatment, man. God, but are we ever gonna get it? One way or another, we're gonna get something. I don't think you'll like too much of it. But that's not why I'm doing this episode at all. Not at all. Matter of fact, the best part about doing an episode like this today, I took the time to really think back. You know, it really makes me a great content creator from time to time. You know, there's times where my shows run late, then there's times where, you know, I sit there and I'm like, I ain't feeling it right now, but I gotta carry on and press on anyway to get the job done, you know, and give you guys some entertainment, because some of y'all are really feeling the the pinch behind all these issues going on nowadays. Hell, we just had a tropical storm roll through here, or it's supposed to. Well, part of it did, coming up all the way from Florida's area. And some people say it wasn't powerful, but it was. There was like 3 tornadoes that touched down here around my neighborhood, busting up a few things in town, but not over here on the outside. And I'm glad there's not a lot of trees around where I'm at to really mess up the foundation here. But I feel sorry for a lot of people that do live in those wooded areas. It's a lot, man. Matter of fact, I was wise enough to take time off of work for it. You know what I'm saying? But as I'm sitting here chilling now, I mean, I'm looking back at all the old stuff that I made, you know, all the way back from like 2006 to now, you know, I kind of went through it, man. I mean, like with the very, very, very first J-Man show where it was just me and, you know, 4 other people and Mondo, and we just had a good time. You know what I mean? Like the conversations we had, they were fun. In a way, it was like, damn, we really should have started with podcasting first, but we just had a good time just enjoying ourselves. Now, if you look at it like with standard, like if I look at it like as a filmmaker would, yeah, they were pretty awful, but in terms of the context and the way we spoke, and then like all the stuff that went down, and like we were all friends at one time. Well, me and Mondo are still cool, but you know, me and the other ones, like, we were all friends, just enjoying ourselves, just chilling out, and you know, and it makes you always wonder, like, what exactly happened? Man, what did happen? But you know, even if I'm not friends with certain people anymore, I still got to give them their due. You understand what I'm saying? I got to look at them and be like, you know what? We had a good time. I just wanted this more than you did. But I appreciated our friendship. And that's the way I should look at it from time to time. You get my meaning? Because I'm sitting there thinking this. I'm like, I didn't think I'd get to this point where I start doing this. And I start doing surrealistic painting and all those fine arts. And then I go into, well, I'm going into music nowadays. But not music as a career or anything, but as a hobby. And then I just start doing it up. Still working on films. As a matter of fact, I upgraded everything around here today. So the film production side is coming together like it's supposed to. But, just looking back and remembering all the people I interacted with to get to this point in the story, you know, it's just like mind blown. And then like some of the stuff I had, like, couldn't really reach the peak of it when I was creating it. But going back and looking over a few things, I actually understand it. And there's projects that I can finish now. How interesting has the journey become so far? And even with all this stuff going on, it, in a way, it gives me that time to actually focus, look at it, and just say, you know what? Yeah, okay. I can get this done then. I can make this happen right now. You know? And won't even miss the mark. You know what I mean? You know how you have your ups and your downs? This seems like a real straight shot. It's one shot, but it's a straight shot. And I'm going to hit that target each and every single time. Well, yes. Yes, I am. There ain't no other ways of going about it. Like, I'm just sitting here looking at all these scripts that I had laying around that were unfinished, and I have some of these graphics here that need to be worked on. I mean, I found a pilot from an old podcast I was going to do. It's called Moment with Jay. And I was going to put it on the lemur, but I went ahead and just took that pilot and put it on Instagram. If you ever want to check out a lot of things that I'm developing from time to time, or some experiments I work with here and there, check out the Instagram. That's instagram.com/J360productions. But yeah, man, I mean, like, I really am good at what I do. There's no shakes in my confidence at all about this. And a lot of this stuff here was mostly because I have a story to tell, and sometimes whatever the medium that presents itself that comes to me, usually that's how I tell the story. And even here with this, oh wow, I did a shout out to Mondo. Yeah, all hell Mondo. He'll like that one. If you ever really get the chance to do a Q&A with Mondo sometimes, which I should set up. Yeah. Maybe you should tell him about this. It'll probably stroke his ego a bit. But man, and then oh wow, the old Halo battle with Mondo and Alan on commentary. God, I mean this stuff is classic, man. It's just classic J360 here. And even then, it's good to look at these things and remember. Now, when I say this stuff, I know what I said before about toxic behavior, certain people you had to let go, certain people you outgrew. You know what I'm saying? Even if, things just fall apart. But you see, this right here, this isn't something to talk about how it fell apart. It's talking about how it was a stepping stone. Other people move on, life changes for them, but you yourself, if you're the one that created it and put it all together and really have those goals for yourself, yeah, this pretty much is just a step in the process. And while I can't always go back and get the old team together and stuff, because why do I need to, right? Oh, look, I even kept a picture of them. Huh. I'll just put it in. Oh, well, listen to me saying, look, it's not even the visual medium side right now. But I found it. An old picture of them. God, it was just 5 of us and 1 tape camera. It was amazing to see how we managed to get all this stuff done, or actually it was 6 of us, but, Mondo joined the series around, a few episodes later or so. But you know what I mean. It's just interesting to see how this all goes down. Yeah, dare I say it, I think I missed some of those guys. Just the moments that we all had, It gets like that sometimes. Now, am I going to go back, walk back, and be like, hey, you guys want in again? Nah. We had our time. We had our fun. But it's just always nice to see the fonder, good memories. And I'm sure some of you all have good memories, way back when. I'm sure you all do. Before everything changed, and you can't stop the change sometime. You just have to carry on. And truth be told, it gets hard to do it. Because, that's all you ever think about, the good old days. But even if COVID's still around, even with Black Lives Matter issues, even with, the whole racial divide that goes on nowadays, and then this warfare going on in the Middle East, unrest everywhere, you still have to make this life livable. And sometimes pulling out the good things in your past, this is all the strength that you need so you can get that future right. But some people just stay in their past too long and then overthink too much, and then they just don't focus enough to where they fix the present in order for their future to grow. Or some people are just so worried and thinking that what's going on right now is going to be the ongoing problem. It won't be for too long. It won't be. Because it usually never is unless we keep it alive. If anything, this is a little bit of an introspective, so, some food for thought. The only reason why we keep the past alive sometimes is because we're used to it. There's no fight with it. Whereas the present, leading into the future, is uncertain as hell. But if we're set in our ways, we don't make any changes, and we live monotonous. Something for me to cover on the J-Man show sometime. I was going to talk about other things that go on, but y'all don't need that right now. Just think of this as a breather episode. Really take time to just... You know what I'm saying? because we all need it. But there is no J-Man show happening tomorrow. As a matter of fact, the Uncut show is happening tomorrow, and I got a great couple of special guests coming along, and it's Fear Ennis and his great wife, MDI. Oh my God, we're going to have some interesting conversations. I can just feel it. It's going to be an amazing episode. But till then, this is the J-Man signing off. You all take it easy, okay? Peace.
We all know a guy who only occasionally shaves for big occasions, and it's because that occasional shave really hurts. It's the time of year for big occasions, and yet there he is, suffering with that cheap drugstore razor. Let's help him out. Henson Shaving's line of razors, built with aerospace precision, deliver a smooth shave your dad, brother, and even son can enjoy, eventually. With replacement blades just 10 cents each, you'll buy it once, and they'll use it for life. How's that for the perfect gift? Celebrate with 100 free blades on your first purchase, and no subscription headaches. HensonShaving.com/holiday.